Okay. So the game is pretty simple. You can sit here. I'm just
in the way.
So the objective is in your team to score as much as you can in each iteration. We're going to do a maximum of 6 iterations, but it could be up before that. After the first 3 iterations, we'll determine it via a dice roll as to whether we go again. We'll kind of go through it and ask questions as we go along, but the general flow of the game is we're going to have a planning session, which involves taking a planning card. We are going to spend the story points we have in a sprint, so you have 20 story points per sprint to start with. You should have some feature cards, which are the pink ones with the t-shirt sizes on. The feature cards cost 2 story points each to refine. And when you refine a feature, it gives you a list of user stories, and subsequently then you can start working out, and these are the user stories that are on here. Each user story will deliver some value for a cost of X number of story points. Make sense so far? So the thing with the stories though, just like any work, is the numbers that you see here are only a guide. So it costs you half a story point per story to refine, which gives you the actual number on it on the back. So on the back of these stories, I won't pick one because it'll give away and you may want to do it, will be the actual number of story points that it costs to deliver. And then it will tell you the actual number of value that it will give you once you've delivered it. So those values, from what you can see on the unrefined stories, could go up and down. So it's up to you to spend those points wisely. You have to deliver at least 10 points of value per sprint. So you can't spend an entire sprint just refining everything. So there has to be some delivery at the end of each sprint. But ultimately, other than that, it's up to you how much you want to front load, back load, etc., as we go on. There are other rules that we'll kind of go into as we go through, involving the dice and some other things you need to pick. At the end of the sprint, then, once you've both spent all of your 20 points, you take a retrospective card, which obviously gives you some actions on there, and then you roll a dice, and if you roll, and we'll go over this as we get to it, if you roll an odd number, you have to take a review card. If you roll an even number, you don't. And then we go through the entire cycle again with some different variables. I'd encourage you to keep note in front of you as to where your points are being spent and how things are being adjusted as we go on. So at the end of every sprint, we'll have a winner as to who's delivered the most value, and you get to pick from my wonderful array of presents in the middle, all chocolate based, and you can enjoy that during the next sprint. Any questions so far? Go on, I can see you're desperate.
No?
More of a comment. This seems more difficult than actual sprint planning.
Once you get into the flow of it, it's fine. Okay, so first thing you all want to do is starting with your planning session. So you've all got to start with 20 points. So if you want to shuffle your planning cards, feel free. I have shuffled them, but you're more than welcome to do it again if you don't trust me. And then once you're ready, take your first planning card and take it from there. It's up to you if you want to reveal to the other team if you're being hindered or helped in these sessions.
Whatever. Happy developer.
It's not a great start. Or is it?
There's 3 points already. Yeah.
Okay.
Start fan 2.
Now what do we do?
So how many did we start with? So we started with 20 points? So we got automatically.
So the planning card affects the sprint you're about to do. So now you know how many points you've got, you can start off with your sprint.
This is 20. It's 20 with the planning, isn't it?
Correct.
And then we automatically go and
So write down what you've got straight away.
Does anyone have legible handwriting?
No.
Right.
Okay, and then, so now remember that you need to start off with your features. Your features cost 2 points per feature to refine.
Irrespective of
Okay.
And obviously you want to be looking at the sort of value you could be getting out
So
of it.
how do we?
Each of them costs 2
So
points.
it's
flat.
Yes.
1,500. So do we
We need to.
take the largest one to refine first?
How do we know roughly how many story
So
points?
the larger the feature, the likelihood is there'll be more stories involved.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So, do you want to pick a medium feature?
Yeah, because then we're in the middle and so we can
So that one is
So we've got 22 points.
1,750.
Yeah, shall we just refine this and see?
Where it takes us.
Just take it over? Okay. Right, so 15 total, so we could deliver.
So what you might want to do once you've turned the card over is just get all these stories from here. So these are in like 50, 40s, 30s, 20s, 10s and singles. And line them all up, then you can see which ones might give you the best return on investment.
Business value, business value.
So, obviously, you've got
See what is giving us the best.
400 for 3 points, and then 250 for 3 points, and 100 for 3 points. We don't need to do all of this.
So let's get the stories up.
So what numbers are they? You could just
6, 10,
there's 10.
18, 22.
Keep a note of the points you're spending as you go on as well. I would
23,
lose
24,
track.
25.
22, 23, 24, 25.
So it's half a point if we want to refine that.
For stories, it's now cost you half a point per story to refine.
So,
So we've got 20,
so we have to do something.
22.
So this is 33
So story
value points.
So you spent 2, don't you?
25. Which
Good.
is this one.
So if we kind of sort of,
Side that we're going to do that one.
well,
Well,
put aside one that look sensible.
but then do we want to kind of look at the other ones that maybe still got lower values?
So
Will this do more?
22 has a really high. That one is good.
This story,
Yeah.
they'll explain it.
And 10 is fairly good.
10? Yeah.
I mean, we could get a calculator, but I don't think anyone's that bothered.
Sorry, just so it's number 18.
And this is, I will tell you how many points these cost on here. Oh yeah, it does read some points in here for big numbers.
That one about that one because that's 18. It's 250.
Our developers.
So about 125.
So we've lost 3 stories,
Okay.
like
So
3 points already.
we've got,
then
so
we
we've got
take
8
the
points
feature,
here.
And on the back of the feature tells
delivering the
you
feature
how
at the
many
moment.
value points you have.
So
which we can
yeah,
get
we
from
could
user
refine.
stories.
Deliver everything on.
Now, if we want to refine,
I think we
it
should
costs-
focus on refining and picking out the higher value ones, which we could always deliver in a later sprint.
Yeah. How much does refining
than-
cost?
James,
2 points.
how much does it cost to refine a user story?
Half a point.
Oh, half.
Point. Oh, okay.
2 points for a
Oh, to
feature,
refine a user story.
half a point for a story.
Oh, right, so we have to refine these before we can use them in addition to this cost to deliver
Yes.
them.
Well, the cost may go up as well as the cost and the value may go up or down once you've refined it.
Right, okay. So the actual values are on the other
There's not a
side.
huge variance in them. Like it's within a range, but yeah, then you could that one there, for example, could end up being a 1 story point for 250 value, for example.
So as a
could go up.
collective, we need to just look at the values and decide.
Just to be clear, in case it wasn't, you don't have to deliver all the stories
We just want to
associated
look
with
at
the
them
feature
and
as well.
think, well,
So these are the best looking ones, so shall we refine
shall
all
we
of them?
refine them and lose like
so-
2 points?
Help yourself, Peter.
Okay, so that got slightly better.
It got worse.
Yeah, so that's now not good.
So I reckon our freeze
we are
cost.
I reckon we discard that one.
That's 2, do you think?
Oh, okay.
So that was
That's about the same. 1, 2, 3. That's still fine-ish.
Okay.
And 2.5.
That one we don't want to do.
We discard this.
Discard here. We went
Gives us
them over here.
Okay, so we spent 2 points to refine the feature.
Because automatically
We need somewhere else, right? These are
Maybe
the
right
things
on
we
side,
deliver.
like
Yeah.
minus 2.
minus 2 this one takes us 15.
-2, and we've done -2 from refining 4 stories.
So we're on 15.
The advice I'd give, giving too much away, is think about.
Yeah, because it's hard.
No.
Because they're only half each. So we've done 4.
Yeah, so that's 2, and it was 2 to refine the feature, so we're on 13.
Right.
Oh yeah, because we just flipped that over, didn't we?
13. It's annoying, isn't it?
Okay.
Find a like for me then.
And if we deliver all of these, we've got 5 left.
Yes.
So do we want to take?
So do we want to
So-
this one?
4.5
Um,
to play with.
I think
And each story we flip over is
in the first round we
Yeah.
need to do more refinement so we can identify the highest value per story point cards
Okay.
and just not do any of
And
these
why
low
would you want
value
to do
ones.
that?
Because
Sorry, I'm going into coaching mode.
we need to maximise the value that we're getting out of every point. So if we decide to spend our points early on doing these, we have
Yeah.
a lower average value per point.
Fab. We're all agreeing on that? Yeah. You're kind of coming
I'm
left
still
field.
lost, so yes, I'm agreeing.
Agree with us, honey.
I gotta roll with it.
What size feature do we want?
it doesn't really matter, does it? It just
The feature will just give you an idea of how many stories are realistic in the particular.
But you don't have to deliver all the In that case, we should be going for the biggest ones first because then you get the most stories per point.
And obviously, if you're going to be losing 2 points, back going from it.
Yeah. If we did all the small ones, we're still spending 2 points and only going to have
Precisely.
6 stories. So we mess it first.
Yeah, so we now need to pick up these stories. So we're going to put this one over here because this is
so
one
I
that we've
give
put to
it
the
down
side.
2 points.
Although-
and then
Didn't we have another
Okay.
one down the side of that?
be 9 and 13.
So
We
this
can
is
see one as well. Is it 4 number 4?
no, this was the one I put on the side. These are the other
Oh yeah,
cards.
no, yeah.
We don't have
Where's the other? Oh, there's your feature we
So
defined.
do we need to minus 2 for that?
Yeah. Number 36 looks really good. Everything else looks rubbish.
Yeah, 36 and 40 are good.
Yeah. Okay. Grab. See, user storage 36
Six and
and
40.
40. Which is that top one over there.
We don't have 2 seats, so just do it for now.
It took me quite a while to figure out which number I was looking at.
What happens if we
Okay.
take a story?
So we've
So
got
we're going to find those, that's 1 point.
Well, it's not,
So-
you're not doing anything with it because it's
And
there.
we've
got-
You're
1 point each,
you're not spending, because you're not spending.
We've got-
Oh,
yeah. So we've got 8 points that we want to deliver here.
You can still deliver it the next
so you're
sprint.
taking the biggest value story points for here, are you? So we've only
What
got
we want to do
It's
is
taking it as part of
maximise the value per story point.
we've only got 3 points left to
What we
spend.
should do is if we can deliver that,
If
Yeah,
we
okay.
deliver those.
we then use
So
one.
if we
Just to
refine
clarify
these,
that, I mean,
Yeah.
and
part of the
refine
reason we
one
created this
more.
obviously as a coaching aid, and then obviously
Yes,
that
that takes us
us
down.
if we were to do that, if you were to
Zero, yeah.
refine it now,
I'll take that one
deliver
because
it,
it's got the most
we would
business
obviously
value
discuss
as a
you know,
feature.
with product owner
Yeah.
what would
Right,
be
so
the
we're taking
dangers
feature 4.
So
She's like gone up to 8.
that one is no good.
not delivering it.
Can we put that
And
one
obviously
just quickly there?
success
Because they're the cards that we're going to need to look at in a minute.
Wait, did we say
potentially
40?
introducing waste into the
Yeah.
system.
40 is less than 100. Business value. No, I think we wanted.
36 and 40, I thought we said.
So the business value on this is about 80 per point, whereas 33 is 110
Okay.
per point.
Let's get 33 rather than that one.
Yeah.
Fucking smart and get 33 out. Down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Always refine.
5 points, so it's okay-ish.
Yeah.
So how many points have you got left now after refining?
So we
Half a
can.
point.
So you spent 8.5 points, yeah?
Yeah.
What's that one over there, Shelby? You did
This one
deliver that
here? No, this one is we disregarded it.
Alright.
So we just put it over here.
But did you refine it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, just
And
one.
we've taken the point out,
That's
half a
fine,
point
just
for that.
checking. Just got to keep an eye on you, that's all.
So here, let's put that one over there.
No, turn it over.
So
so you refine
leave it turned over so we know it's refined. So we've spent 6 points refining features.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 points refining stories.
Yeah.
I hope someone's adding up because I'm not adding
Yeah,
up.
We are.
And we've got 8 points that we want to deliver. Does that leave us with?
16, 17, that's bang on.
Right. So if we deliver these,
How many points have you got left after that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Perfect. There you go.
Are those the highest value ones
Yeah.
of the, like, so
Yeah.
those, you can't take 2 of those and take that one instead for a higher value? We're trying to,
this one's a lower value than these per point.
are we trying to deliver one feature though? Or multiple features?
We don't have to Just
Feature
as
doesn't
many
matter. I
stories.
mean, I'm open to feedback, interestingly, after you guys have finished on the features, because I was thinking, on one hand, I was thinking maybe we should give an extra bonus for finishing a feature, but then on the other hand, I'm thinking that kind of goes against what we're trying to tell people and educate product owners in. You don't need all your shit. You can deliver a story of value without delivering
The
everything.
whole
So,
picture.
But delivering an entire feature
And
is
this lot finished
more
their sprint,
valuable
yeah.
than for some of the
Oh, we've
parts.
just
yeah,
finished.
maybe
But then
the
it becomes
Depends,
complicated.
doesn't it?
maybe we introduce some
Delivering
Depends
this,
on their MVP though, right?
yeah,
Depends on
delivering
what you
nice
do
the
with
Well,
what
maybe
stories
we
early
introduce
is
some.
good.
Yeah.
Maybe we introduce some sort of percentage thing, like if you deliver like 50% of the stories per feature, you get a bonus or something like that.
Yeah, just maybe a bonus amount on each feature if you deliver the entire
But
So
there's-
these guys done? Are you guys
There's no
done?
indication here of like, what the
Okay.
business can use.
So-
If it creates a usable product, then
You finished your sprint. You've got a note of your value you've delivered. So put that at the bottom of your sprint one on your.
No, I think we've got 2 points left, sorry.
No.
No,
Are we sure?
positive.
yeah.
Absolutely positive.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
it's
will trust you.
retrospective time then. So park all of your delivered stories to one side, or put them on top of your sprint so you know where they've gone. Anything that's been refined and not delivered is still in play, so you can still deliver that in the next sprint. So the next thing is your retrospective. So the thing with the retrospective, like any retrospective, these are optional. So a retrospective is all about collating all some feedback and everything else, and it's up to you whether you decide you want to do what's in the retrospective or not. So it's completely optional. Have a think about whether you want to do it. Okay? So take your retrospective
Pick
cards.
a card, any card, just a decent one.
Oh, no.
Oh, see?
Oh, nobody said that's the retrospective.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, at the top.
Awful.
Okay, so you don't get anything. What did you guys pull?
Wait, do you know what? I wanted the third card, and this was the fourth card because the third one was hidden.
We're still going for chocolates, and yeah, we'll eat them. Might just going to be awful at opening.
So you lose 5 every single story you
What would is
deliver
the third card be?
increases by 50.
Yeah, come on.
The team would like to improve test coverage at the cost of 2 stories.
Do we get any benefit whatsoever?
Commercial aspect.
We have to roll the dice to see whether we do it. We don't get to decide.
Every story goes up by 50.
Oh, hang on, sorry. How much did you deliver in the first sprint?
We haven't added it up, that sounds
Give
like...
me your total, but don't shout it
because
out.
we get
Just,
chocolates, yes.
we won't. Don't shout out the numbers. Just tell me what your number.
More than that.
60, 10, 4.
Take your pick, guys. Take your pick. Which would you like for the that you consume during the next sprint? Okay, so we've done retrospective, Maltesers. Enjoy. Okay, so the next thing is roll a dice.
Hold on, we haven't decided what we're doing in retrospective yet.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah, come on.
This is coming down to a
Just because no
roll
one turned up to yours.
Whatever.
because
We've got time.
if we only do 3 sprints, it's probably not worth it. If we do 6 sprints, it would be worth it.
So we don't get to
In
choose
my
whether or not
opinion,
that
so
happens.
it's when you want to take a gamble.
I mean, it's not going to have any effect.
Okay, so what do you like to...
What's the hand? All right.
And what's the impact to it? Because, you're not necessarily one of the bloody Maltesers. You should be winning.
When is the dice again?
The dice is rolling the gaps.
You do 3 sprints, and then we roll a dice. There's a really good chance you do one after.
And how do we decide?
So it's the total number of sprints added up to the total to the dice roll. If it's more than what was the? If it's more than.
Come on, it's your game.
I'm trying to think. Shut up, will you?
You just use the number on the dice as the number of sprints.
I think no, because basically the idea is the more sprints you do, there's less likelihood. But let's just say we'll definitely do 4,
That's what we need.
Yeah.
and there's a possibility of
No wonder
5 and
nobody
6,
came
but
to
a really
the
high
bloody
chance that we run out of time. So definitely 4. No, don't share with them.
Yeah.
Get the competitive spirit going. They're not going to try harder
I
now.
thought it was a time for caring and sharing, but
Precisely, Christmas is forgiving.
Right, whilst you guys are doing that,
Right. What do you
roll
want
your
to do?
dice. Odd number, you have to take a review card. Even number, you don't.
Oh, right.
Who's doing
So what's the point of this? Do we sometimes have an effect?
That one, yes.
Sorry, not this one.
Sorry, so that's the only one which doesn't.
Yeah.
Normally you have some sort of gamble you have to take, which gives you a potential reward subsequently. They're all positive, but they all require some investment for some longer term gain. apart from the one where nobody
Six.
says. So you don't have to take a review card.
So it
We're amazing.
And you don't want a review card.
And now do we need a planning
Now
card
you
to
need
start?
planning
It's not
cards.
enough, is it?
You still decide whether we do it.
Okay.
The Nexus.
That almost makes up for the first one.
Okay, so roll dice.
22 points.
Right.
Odd, so you have to take a
Fabulous.
review card, please.
So,
Are the benefits from the scrub master not being there from them indexes?
of course.
Let's say both.
So these are reasonable.
Yeah.
Nothing else we have
I
on
just
here
don't want to
is
use that one. 'cause it's
it's
low.
really low. Nothing else on here is particularly good.
So do we want to spend half a point to get another feature?
2
So
points
if
for
we
another
did
feature.
those two, that'd be 30. How much value would we get out of it compared to what we did last sprint?
We're up already. So then 1,000 for 80. 1,480 already on those.
So we're already up on
So we're
that.
already up.
And was it 13?
We're only going to add to it.
You've got
So
23
we got
points.
another price to pay off then?
I think we maybe need one more feature and one more deliverable this sprint, possibly.
Yeah. So do we want to go for a small one because it's got high value? Or
Another feature.
so when you look at all the small features, so that small feature's got a value of 750.
Which
Yeah, so we
hopefully
need
will
a
have got
final
more.
consent.
No.
Oh no.
That's 1,000. That's 1,005.
Yeah. Should we do that as you
Yeah,
want?
that's like quite good.
It's not going to give us many user stories to work with, but hopefully
but-
the story points are required to be low.
So we're minus in
2.
2 for that.
So down to 20.
So can we go through all
Use
of
the
those?
story 46.
These are only worth 100
That's
each.
still really good
So I'm
value
wondering whether
though.
we refine another.
46.
46.
What we got there? We've got a 400, is it? A 550 actually.
Right, so we're finding this.
Yeah.
650 there.
So what did you
Is
go
that
down?
exactly the same? No, it's
That's the
exactly the same.
So this
Right,
is
we
100
definitely want to
point. This is
deliver this one sprint depending on how many
Yeah.
something.
points we want to make sure we use our points as well.
So we're down to 81, no, 19.
Yeah.
So if we deliver that to this sprint,
How much value is in that?
That's 110.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's really good.
That sounds amazing. Class.
That is good.
So we're down to how many are we down to?
Well, we'll just go
So, 19 is 6.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can do that
They
5.
might go up.
So we could do that 5. Definitely.
Oh yeah, should we do that?
So how many would that leave over? I can't do mental arithmetic, even if it's basic.
1.5 points.
Still good. So we're good.
So we
Which
could
we
The
can't
5
do
is
it.
18, so yeah.
We can't do anything with those 1.5
Sorry,
points, so we're effectively wasting them.
We can't take a,
But then-
a small story and
Yeah, can't we just refine?
Where are you got in there?
Oh, I was just.
there might be another small
So we could
story
do
with
yeah,
multiple
do a
small
refinement
points.
We could do,
of half
yeah.
We've got 22 and a half.
So if we do
that one
that,
and that one.
Yeah.
And that one.
doesn't that leave us one and a half?
But there might be something that's in there for our point, which we can take.
Yeah, so
Because
if
then
we
next sprint we're like,
do this next sprint, this might give us enough to win by itself.
yeah, but
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
So how many
this
points have we got
one's
left? 13.
that one's better value.
No, so
No,
we're to
from
If we
19 and a
definitely
half.
do this one,
Yeah, that leaves
Okay.
us 6.5.
You could do that one.
I think we take that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so we can do 4 from here.
And then
then
pick
two.
a
we can't do
Unless we
that
can
because we
take
only
2
have one and a
threes.
half.
yeah. Okay.
And
So
if we
we either-
refine, then we'll only be able to take one point, or we can find 2 threes in this.
If you find all of these, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got half a point.
is there nothing you refined worth one and a half that we could still potentially deliver?
Or there's 2 threes.
That one. That
Oh,
one.
that only
We're going
gives-
to need another
rather than
value.
that 5.
We haven't got enough here to cover the next sprint,
I don't touch on that much.
unless we go for lots of really low value things. So is it worth doing the refinement now?
Risk
to-
of offloading and refining.
Yeah. And if we
Compared to delivery.
yeah. So if we do that
Product owner.
and a refinement,
business value.
and then if
That's quite good, isn't it? 5.
we can either get something that's really high story points and maybe has to carry over, or maybe something low that we can fit into this sprint.
Okay.
455. Cool. As expected.
Yes. So we definitely do the 30.
This is the sort of thing I'd use a spreadsheet for.
There's a load of waste on that.
Are we definitely not doing the 5? We're going to see what's here.
I might introduce some
So
sort of waste.
how many is that? Was it 5 minutes?
Oh, so that was
And this is rubbish.
minus
Efficiency.
2.
For the
That was
refinement.
completely
done.
Okay.
Should we just pretend that we can?
Yeah.
You won't know.
So we're on
Yeah,
17
we
and a
definitely did
half.
this one, didn't we?
Yeah, we've just.
Oh no, this
Oh,
one.
we're still going to take. Are we still going to take?
Or that one. It was 1,000.
What, in
That one's,
Yeah.
that one's crap.
This is the way it actually
But
applies.
that's
This is
going to have
large,
that's
so
more
it-
like
Yeah.
is that
What
more
we're
like
trying to break,
have
Barry,
one
we're
of
trying to
those
break down with
stories?
that is
Yes, let's pick this one.
people assume when they see a story and it's got like,
Total points.
you know, this story point is worth 3
Yeah, 'cause
points,
the
and we think
story
it's
point is really
in
simple.
real life. People take that as fact. And
Oh,
what
actually,
we're
what?
trying to say is every story you enter working on
These are
is going
less
to
than
require
100
some
value per
refinement,
story.
and therefore some effort needs to go into it.
Which troubles we get?
What are we deciding?
Definitely doing the
Definitely
half.
doing that one.
That one.
So we have a choice to make. Either take one of those and try and fill up the points with what's available
Yeah.
there, or take 2 3s,
Then scorecard.
or take the 5 and the 1.
I say
Oh yeah, we just wanted to
I
get
would
something
say
because
because then
when we
it's
did the
about
diagram we realised
bring the
Yeah,
value
because we've already
Because
So if we
those
do
2
like
3s don't add up to the 5 and the 1, do
how many
they?
points you got.
Okay.
So like just
No, that one actually didn't.
That's
Like,
refined, isn't it?
Yes.
yeah, so it costs half a point to refine it.
Are we refining
Already,
it?
we've
Yeah,
already
and
done
then
that.
one to do
So
it.
Good.
So 30, 40, 50,
So that's us completely spent now.
yeah.
20, 21,
So should we add up the calculator?
17, 50.
My real-time feedback is give us calculators.
Yeah, please.
Or a spreadsheet.
£5 or something.
You try to do it.
what's your number? Let me see. What's your number?
250.
I'm going to go last one.
Just got it.
So it takes a lot more pizza.
What would you like?
What would you like, ladies and gentlemen?
Did we win?
Yeah. I'm kind of jealous of the Maltesers.
Yeah.
Oh, because, yeah.
No, go on, go for it if you want. I'll eat them all.
I feel like Maltesers is a good snack.
Yeah.
But do we want the unique ones?
We don't have celebrations because no one eats that.
Yeah, nobody else on the do.
Right, just pick one.
Just throw it at them. I think we should pick for them.
That's not wrong. We would have given you the celebrations in that case.
I'll go two.
Go, okay, go. Heroes.
Go on.
Heroes.
First one. Because that's who we are.
Brutal.
Okay, retrospective time.
Oh no. Okay.
Playing for the 12.
That's my favourite. Yeah.
Oh.
It's
It's one.
Oh, so we have to roll.
You're getting
Okay.
really good. You're getting really good. Good retro cards.
Sorry.
Team one of these. Okay, yeah. So as it says, one dice. There you go.
Starting on.
And do we need to roll for a review?
Yeah. So both of you need to roll for a review.
And if we get
Don't get one.
fantastic.
Yes.
So
So what do you want?
21.
21.
So hard to do. You
Boom.
just don't. There you go.
What does
Don't
the
need
review
one,
do?
so that
That's
was
bad.
the
We
score.
don't
I want a review card,
And
apparently.
then planning again,
Fine, boy.
and we'll take a break after this one.
Okay.
Oh, but because we got like
Bad. A good one.
Those 23 regardless of what
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Should we find all the user stories we already have access to and
Yeah.
see what the value is?
In fact, we want iPads, notepads, calculators, pens,
Refining
decent
it makes sense too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we probably want to refine another thing, but let's at least see what we
so
have.
Okay.
So,
So what are we going to do?
find all the user stories we have access to,
Fab. Great idea.
see
Maybe
how much
just
is there.
Read out
So,
numbers and we'll.
the problem is we've used some of them down here and it's really hard to kind of see what's.
It's okay, we can try and go
Okay,
through
so
them.
we've used 6, we got 10.
I think we used 10.
Where's 10?
Yeah, there's 10 over here.
Oh, that's discarded. 18. Yeah, 18's here, we've used it. 22. Used it 23.
23 is there.
And
24 is
and
there.
25 we used.
25 we've used.
Right, so that's that one. 9.
9.
Is 9.
13.
What were the numbers?
13.
21.
17. 30. And 33. 33 is here. 36.
36 is there.
Here. 40.
Right,
41 and 42.
Not yet.
move these over, right?
Got. Okay. 46 we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need 2 and 5.
2 and 5.
29.
Like the painting. You got it.
Right. 34, 35 and 39.
Oh, 2.
And 50.
There's 39. So should we prioritise?
Order these.
Wow.
Hasn't given it to us.
Now if we
Piss me.
So we put them
order
in order.
by
The HR department.
value per point.
Okay.
Where's the one that we had? Keep that on
So
safe for you, innit?
Should we put them in 2 piles of less than 100 per point?
Yeah,
First.
let's do
15,
that.
that's quite.
So 3, that's less.
100?
8, that's less.
What are we, what we doing is good.
Anything that's 100 points, 100 value points per story point is good for now, and then we'll refine it afterwards. So get rid of anything that's lower than 100.
This is way lower than 100. It's way lower than 100. Those
Oh,
two
are
are
you-
way lower.
There's a 50 there, we don't want that one.
And all of these are.
Those are lower, not much lower. those are
So
all
these
higher.
are.
Oh, yeah,
No,
we
they're
don't
all
want
lower.
those ones.
They're 100, that's 100. 250, 250. 650. 150.
And that was not.
Yeah, these ones.
150. 250. 250. 650.
Oh, sorry.
These are going to be out. These two halves.
And these 3 are.
Yeah, those ones.
These are out because they're way lower.
Okay. There.
Even for the
So these are the. Oh, that's terrible. Wait, I feel like we've got these mixed up because there are some terrible ones in here.
Yeah, I've had them in a pile of way lower than just a bit lower. In case we had
So we
spare
haven't got
capacity.
anything. I
So
definitely
there's
saw.
nothing like out there.
I definitely saw some that were at least 100.
Yeah, there are a couple of hundreds.
Yeah,
That's
this one's at least
That
100.
Where are they?
These ones are close. Oh, no, that one's not close. 250. 3, so that one's close. 250, that's close-ish. That's close-ish.
It's not bad.
Great.
Anything that's like 50, let's just get rid of it.
That's a 250.
These are not great, but that one's.
So that's 50 per stock point, so that's
Get rid of that one.
rubbish.
Okay.
This is.
We are, aren't we?
So I reckon we should do maybe like 6 to 8 refinements.
Yeah.
Should we refine the really low ones? Is there any like payback if we don't refine those?
No.
No.
We just have the risk of it, like it could be lower, but it could be higher.
Okay.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we could get extra benefit. wouldn't we?
Or do we want to risk going for one of these, like say this
So,
one?
how many points have we got left now? Now
We got
find-
26.
We haven't spent anything this term, we've got 26
So
left.
6 becomes 10.
Right.
Do we want to gamble on one of these?
Should we see
This is
what
another 10.
refinement stuff we get first? And
Yeah,
then take it
because-
from there?
I would.
Because we could get like, these could be all 1s for all we know.
Yeah.
And we could be laughing.
Yeah.
But if they're all 8s, then maybe
Then
we need to
maybe
do
we
like
need to have a look.
feature then.
No, I agree.
Done?
Right.
We'll take a break now after this.
Fab. Let's do that then.
Coffee and shizzles.
Start with the highest.
650.
They're below, quite below 100 though.
And they,
So do you want to leave them?
these ones are being.
So these ones, look, that one looks better, and this one. So we do these 3.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fine away.
I think manager.
Slightly better. Slightly better.
We'll use it, I think, a lot internally.
Worse.
But
Slightly better.
then depending how much we use it.
2 grand.
So that's 1.5.
What's this now there?
Do we need to
Yeah, I think so. It was originally created or revised for us to actually, like I said, use it for training sessions.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Do you
idea
want to refine?
might take
Any
on
of
it,
these
but
three?
I'm sure when we run this for clients and stuff, a lot of them will want
Are we happy not refining these?
with the wider team inside, so yeah,
Sure, why not?
it's actually relatively cheap to get cards. So I wanted to keep it kind of cards.
I mean, you have a rough idea of how things are looking.
Well, we might as well find another one at least, because then we're on 2 points and it's easier for
Yeah.
that.
Refine that one. We'll just pick a random one to refine.
Okay, marginally better.
With a stitched logo
So
on.
these two are our
With us with a-
okay ones. These two are our not okay ones.
Yeah.
a rules sheet, and we're laughing.
And we've got 24.
We could benefit from the rule sheet.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
We're
no.
still refining the rules, right? So, let alone laminate.
Can we have that sheet that you can write on as well?
I kind of want to go for this because we haven't got anything good. But it's 2 points.
Fine. But
So we
that's,
want to
Yeah, because
This
that's
one?
still 22.
yeah, because it only takes down to 22 points.
We're being too brackets, maybe.
Maybe we're being too cautious.
Yeah.
yeah,
So let's go for that and take that. That takes us down
So-
to 22.
31 could be. 31 is as good as anything we've got,
Yeah.
but not brilliant. And how many points would we have left over there? So if we did 16, 21. So if we.
We're doing this one.
Okay.
If
That's
we
actually a
We've
common
already
thing.
refined that.
oh, we've got this. This is great.
Good, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So if we don't do that there, so what's that brings to 14?
That would be, yeah. Maybe we have like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, we do have the actions, because so the original
Oh,
plan
only because I can sit there doing it in the car with my girls every day.
rewrite all of the retrospective review and planning cards with a Christmas.
So is there any of these ones we want to look at?
Because of the state of the game.
31 is slightly better than this, but we have to spend half a point to refine it.
That's another thing that you could do. It's like personalised.
And none of them seem to change massively.
I mean, yeah, you could just take it. We don't nothing.
Yes, take it. No, I got only saw a bit. Oh, wait.
Ring gears have gone sick.
No.
No.
Okay, then let's go back to this
like
one.
for us.
So we could do these three, which would
This is not recorded.
take us.
Just realised what just
Doing these,
To rewatch it all on YouTube later.
doing these three would fit perfectly, and it's probably the best we've got right now.
So let's do it.
Fab, let's do it.
That's
As long
sweet
as my
test
maths
and
is
then-
right.
Okay, so 14, 13. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 14 here.
14. Yeah,
9 and a
yeah,
5.
yeah.
Yeah. Boom. That's the mark.
Done.
Let's add it all up.
Take a break then.
This is too much like work.
Oh no.
Whose idea was this?
We had like a lot of the meetings had really old TVs.
Change
Kind of
the
that
shape.
you might really work on.
I'm not really feeling this sprint.
I remember those.
Yeah. We have a retrospective.
Yeah, we do.
Do we still have to do a retrospective or is there no point?
No, we will do after the break. What was your score, John? You win again. What would you like?
Now we're going for
Maltesers.
We've refined
Did we win?
heroes.
We only had 16 points.
Right, take 5-10 minutes, guys.
I mean,
Get the Maltesers over.
we only had 17 points in the one that you won, so
You know,
kind of how it works.
round, clips and roundabouts.
What else can I poison myself with?
How many did you have in the spreadsheet?
In how many in sprint 3?
Sprint 2.
Sprint 2,
22.
22.
How about you?
23.
And sprint 1?
20, yes.
Can anybody do that?
We had
stupid,
26 this
throw
sprint.
Maltesers over the air?
We had 26 this sprint.
26.
Yeah, quite good.
I'm not cheating. I'm playing the game.
What's not hopeful then?
It's just an extra layer to stop you getting in, as far as I can tell.
From getting
Isn't
It's
it?
quite annoying.
Isn't it
I
going
opened
to
the top and I
straw?
expected there to be more Maltesers.
Is it not
There's
to stick
another
the
layer.
straw through and
Yeah.
Stop answering.
Maybe you have to. Like,
We should do that game now.
how many Maltesers you can get in your mouth. Like Ed Sheeran, he got 55.
Just big actually.
So
Especially when they start breaking down.
On video.
You just go doing it forever.
That's it.
Yeah, but no, like the door. It was like very warm now. Very warm now.
Yeah.
All this stuff, like.
Yeah. I couldn't quite believe it. I don't know if he was doing the same sorts of
It keeps
voting.
going.
Oh dear.
Well, it did seem good.
What, there's more on the other side?
Yeah, there's 3 more sprints. I thought we were done.
So much the movie
So the
stuff.
last one's wondering why you're exchanging notes. That will do maybe 1 or 2 more.
And then you're going to tell us, stand up and tell us what's all about
Good
while
social
we're doing it.
skills.
Any changes?
Keep annoying on so many levels.
Mr. Harvey.
I only see 2 more prizes, so it's not worth doing the last sprint.
No, that's it. There's no point, no reward. I only work for the reward.
Better than Mr. Harvard would. Should we?
At least I made the effort to dress up on Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
excuse me, dude. I texted you and said, is there fancy dress tonight? I was all up for dressing up tonight.
I took my Cambridge team a testing hat, which is like a Christmas tree hat. It's got tinsel that goes all around, baubles. They're refusing to wear.
I took one in for my team, turkey hats, and the legs and the things move, they kind of wobble. It's great.
I've got a few.
So the way that we're supposed to do the I found my notes. After the 3rd sprint,
And the Maltese rabbit barrage are getting it because
you are to throw dice, add the sprint to the number that you roll, and if it's less or equal to 8, you continue. So
Say again.
So we're on sprint 3.
Right.
Roll the dice. 1. So you roll the only possible outcome. Yes. You have another sprint. Wow.
That's good.
But we'll do another one anyway.
We had 6. So we had 6. So we're amazing.
we keep on my ones.
No.
I think you're being sick.
By the way,
2 at a time.
who puts
I'm allergic to dairy, so I'm trying to not kill myself.
queasy?
Why the hell do they have cream eggs twisted inside something?
Yeah, you might have to stay here and be questioned all night, but
We'll do another one, yeah. Go on then. So start with your
also you have to buy
retro
the
if you haven't done the
without
retro.
damaging the
The biscuit inside. I used to
Yeah, we
do that
threw
with
a
classes.
6.
It can take hours.
Not doing the retro.
Remove guest home decision.
You're not doing a retro, yeah?
Oh,
For the next
No, we decided not doing it.
sounds like my old company.
How long does it take to
We're
make
rebelling.
this?
For the last 2 months, and then
In my old company, our team didn't have any autonomy. We couldn't actually act on anything that came out. So
they have to roll for that.
retros
or not?
anyway. So we're
that's
not
fine.
doing
Just
retros.
planning.
There was a valve.
Equals half velocity for 1 sprint and then add 10 sprint.
Do we roll for that?
No, it doesn't say roll.
It's just a straight up, that's what we get.
Imagine if we got
You
that.
don't need to do that.
Yes, we do.
It's retro, it's a retro card.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
You don't have to do that. Retros are optional.
It's whether or not we want the extra 10.
So this is a great example of what.
We just
So this
accept
would
that
have
we're
been
gonna
good if you
use
had
this
it in the
next
first
round.
sprint.
Yeah.
And this is where the dice roll comes in. So this
It's
this
whether or
team
not we
here have
wanna
got. Do you want to
put
read your one out a
Then winning
second?
the Maltesers,
sure.
the other Maltesers.
Pairing equals half velocity for 1 sprint and then adds 10 story points for subsequent sprints.
So that would have been a really good one to get like
Yeah,
early on.
we're great
But
ones
obviously
to get early on.
with the dice roll, you don't know if you're going to get the sprint or not.
I don't
You
approve
probably
of the
wouldn't want to
balance in
lose
this
half
game.
your story points. You don't approve of the what?
The balance.
So there's some of them which are like, well, we'll talk about it after. Just to say, in case you get it for the next one.
telling us, so tell us.
No.
We got a simulator.
We can roll the dice.
So yeah, you can choose what you want to
So
do.
what
So
happened?
now it's, so yeah, that's retro. So now roll the dice, odd and even.
So what happened with them and they threw their dice and they didn't get?
Even, don't have to do one.
We've
You've
done-
done, so you don't have to do it either. So now it's just planning.
Shouldn't the retrospective come up?
That's planning.
You'll see over here. Shift support, cloud-based support nodes. We no longer have to rely on.
Yes, to be reimbursed on. The team are going to watch the keynote. Woohoo! The cost is 3 story points now, but 2 story. Who picked this card? Stop letting me pick the
I
card.
feel like you've
It's kind of the same. So
What is it?
Planning.
This one?
it's kind of the same as this one. Do we want to
Probably not. Yours.
sacrifice? It's still a net game. If we want to sacrifice this sprint,
Yeah, exactly. At this stage, it's
yeah, we could sacrifice this and almost guarantee that we win
Yeah.
the following sprints.
Oh, I think we will.
If we use it, if we accept with this, then it'll be do refinements and don't even try.
We're already on 2 lots of chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want a third. I want a bounty.
Yeah, but I think the long run.
Almost guarantee for
Celebration,
Yeah.
Oh, there's no. There's,
Yeah, so I'm one of those sad people that get the bounty.
we surprised for 6 sprints.
Because
I think we'll probably just do 5 today.
Oh, right. So if we take these, we can pretty much guarantee that we win the final.
Yeah.
But we're definitely not going to win this one.
I think that's okay.
Or we could,
it's just a risk.
yeah, or we could attempt to win both.
And annihilate them. Potentially, but we still might not, and then we might not win the next one either.
If we
could even do that one there.
if we have an extra amount of story points in the 5th sprint from taking these 2 cards,
Right.
and this sprint will spend everything on refinement to get all the best options.
Sounds like a good, yeah.
As long as we deliver something.
Good key
about it.
plan. I like that one. Let's just take more.
Well, it's not about delivering best overall value for your users, it's about winning the chocolates.
Yeah, but just those ones there.
Are you proud of this
Yeah,
moment?
so proud of the
Recorded
message.
for posterity. There we go. That is definitely the purpose we aim to do.
But we're going to say to the project owner, we are not delivering anything.
Could you imagine?
Because chocolate.
That's the motto for the next year.
If you lose this sprint, they could take the celebration and you can go
Yeah.
down to.
We have more Maltesers, so it's not the end of the world.
You know what retro card they got though?
Well, no, but you can tell it.
Based on the ones we've had so far, the ones we've got now would have the biggest impact on it.
There's way bigger impacts than that.
Well, where are they, James?
Why
You
don't we
shuffle
have
the deck.
those?
Right, are we agreeing? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I think that's
We
it.
are just going to go and we are just going to refine. We're going to have a nice easy sprint. Maybe
So, again, the great thing about this game is that what we could do in this instance is we would obviously have a discussion around what are the risks involved in spending a sprint. And don't forget, that's why there's a rule that means you have to deliver at least some value in the sprint. So you've got to deliver at least something.
but we can't see that rule. It's not visible.
Can't see any of the rules, it's just coming out of my mouth.
I think you're making a mess on this. I think you're lying.
Yeah.
So yeah, now all of a sudden we got to deliver.
We're just off to the pub, right?
You
We've done our refinement.
No, right?
It's not the
No
environment
one.
I work in.
You've got this in the bag, guys.
Can't wait for the big bang
These
release
guys
at
are
the
all
end.
about it now.
You're so lost. You're so lost.
You're done.
Rip off the
Right,
t-shirt.
anyways.
It's like South Wales waterfall team.
Is that what we're going to do then? Just to confirm.
If nothing else, it'll be interesting.
Should we do a bit of waterfall?
Should we do?
Yeah.
Should we
Start
start
off getting rid of
Because
Let's
waterfall
win with
gives chocolates
waterfall.
more
You'll know that.
It's more skill than now.
So one of the teams that we did this with, they literally spent their first 2 sprints doing like just refining everything, and then they got so lucky on the planning stuff. And like any other time, they would have been, it could have been catastrophic, but they won basically by doing waterfall, which is why we introduced that. You have to deliver some value in each iteration.
It's almost like it's the
Right,
point
so
of Agile.
let's just do it, it'll be fun.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just refine.
What is a
It's only a
game?
game.
So this
I might
sprint, we've
get
lost
chocolate.
Yeah.
13, so we have 8, which is not much to refine with.
And if
No,
we remind them
7.
of their initial team spirit when it comes to sharing,
Yeah.
we
Lose
would
10.
keep going.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, half velocity, so we have
So
10 story
You
points.
don't have to do that.
But if we
But we're
do,
gonna.
I got it. Okay.
because then it gives us
I
10
think it's 3
story
points.
points for subsequent rounds.
so we've got
Already.
7 to work with.
So grab one of these to deliver, and then refine everything else.
Well, let's do a couple of.
Are we taking both of these, yeah? So half velocity, one sprint, and then 10 off.
We need a 1 to deliver.
So we start with
Yeah.
17, yeah? No, 7. Oh, sorry.
So what's
Where are all the things that we didn't do?
There,
And
here.
here.
So we could do that, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That would just go as
So how many are we going to refine? Feature-wise? 2?
2 features.
So that's
Oh, let's
4
do
points
one feature
done.
first and see how it looks before we.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Don't forget that one hasn't been refined yet before you deliver that one.
Yeah.
Do we have to refine that?
Before you
No, we'll just deliver it.
Yeah, we'll just deliver it.
Yeah. That's
got
how
it.
it works in most places.
Come on, you don't need to refine it. Just,
Yes, you
just
do.
get it out the door. Just get it done.
We're teaching people
And
lessons.
where are the
now.
testers in all of this?
They've gone off to bloody ASW, some forum, haven't they? Or some event.
One of them's pregnant, or
One of
just
them's
had a baby.
pregnant, or have babies.
No one showed up to our retro, so we're bitter.
Yeah.
10.
So